All right, we're going to read chapter 4, and Lulu is getting a sister. In the previous chapter, we learned that Lulu will be going off to Camp Sisterhood to learn how to be a good sister. She's going to be a SIT, what is a sister in training. Chapter 4. Let's skip past the end of Lulu's school year and start her summer vacation with the hot air balloon ride that she took with Grandma Gertie. Let's get her up to Camp Sisterhood, where her tearful mom and dad have brought her and hugged her and kissed her and finally left her. Right now it's Sunday afternoon, and she's sitting there with the other sits, listening to a speech by the counselor in chief. And the counselor in chief, who has turned out to be none other than Call Me Debbie herself, is telling the sits that what they'll be experiencing during their wondrous, life expanding 2 weeks. Wondrous? Life expanding? Lulu muttered under her breath. Yeah, right. No negativity, please, urged Call Me Debbie with a smile, hasting on to explain that there were 80 sisters in training at camp, that they ranged in age from 11 to 14, and that they would be living together in a cozy group of 10 in 8 homey log cabins. Cozy, homey, log cabins? Are you kidding me? Grumped Lulu, who had already looked at her cabin and already hated it. There were drafty spaces between the logs. There were little buggy things crawling around on the floor. And if you needed to go pee, or worse, in the middle of the night, you had to leave your cabin to go to the bathroom in the woods, carrying a flashlight so you wouldn't actually accidentally step on a snake. Call Me Debbie, round as a beach ball and smiling her shiny smile, wagged her finger at Lulu and chirped, "Think positive." She then went on to inform them that across the lake from Camp Sisterhood, you could see that almost exactly the same Camp Brotherhood, whose mothers were also expecting babies, were spending 2 weeks there being brothers in training. And at the end of the time, she continued, smiling her bright, big tooth smile, both of the camps will get together and celebrate with fun and games and yummy, delicious meal. Yummy? Delicious? Give me a break, said Lulu, disgusted, who already tasted the food and already hated it. Veggie burgers? Cucumber salad? Stewed fruits for dessert? Blah. She'd rather starve. Be positive, not negative, the ever smiling Call Me Debbie told Lulu. We're here to chase negativity away, and we'll start right now by presenting your adorable little brothers and little sisters who, in this wondrous, life expanding encounters, will make you stop wanting to be an only child. 40 wiggling, squirming, whining 5 to 8-year-olds were then marched into Camp Sisterhood. Lulu had read in the camp brochure that this bunch of little kids, along with their mostly moms or just a few dads, would also be spending 2 wondrous weeks at Camp Sisterhood, except that they would be living not in log cabins but cottages with bathrooms inside and no crawly things on the floor. These would be the children whose sisters in training would be practicing on. These would be the children who Lulu calls all the sits would be working with and playing with and sharing with. Lulu, just being curious, dug deep down into herself to see if she felt a hint of sisterly feeling. Nope. And that is the end of chapter 4. All right, make a prediction, and I'll see you next time.